Greetings everyone, welcome to another segment of the HR Clinic. My name is Namile Baveli Dlamini and I am the founder of the G-Spot. And if you still have questions about the name of the channel, please kindly refer to my previous video, the introduction video, and I'm pretty sure your questions will be answered. But if you still have questions after watching that video, you can drop them on the comment section below and I will be sure to attend to them. Today's segment, I'm trying to sound as natural as possible because clearly I'm very nervous. I don't know what to do when I'm in front of the camera, but we will get there eventually. Today's segment will be about the 7 Japanese concepts of life. I stumbled on this post the other day and it actually resonated with the whole value and purpose of this channel, so I felt it would be pleasing for me to share what I found with you guys. Some of you may have had an encounter with such information and some of you may not have, but either way I am more than happy to share this with you guys. And if you have seen these things, if you've had an encounter with this information before, please share your thoughts and discoveries on the comment section below. Please also share how you feel about the content, as well as which of these concepts relate or resonate to where you are in life currently. And let's just get going. Oh Lord, these nerves, fire. Right, the first one, discover your purpose in life. And if you have watched my previous video, you know how I emphasize on discovering your purpose, knowing what you are called for. Hence, when I saw this information, I was like, hi, this could be like a continuation of my previous video. And it talks about how humans were not meant to just spend their whole lives sitting behind a desk from 9 to 5. You're meant to do way more than that. Humans are not meant to come home after spending their day from 9 to 5 behind a desk to catch up on Netflix and call it a day, only to repeat the same sequence the following day. You are not meant to only explore the world for only 2 weeks a year because your bosses are only giving you 14 days leave for you to go and rest or explore the world. And you were not meant to forget your dreams because you have to work. You need to choose something that aligns with your strengths, something that aligns with your passions and the needs of the world. This is what gives your life meaning. Second point, let go of what you cannot change. I found this very interesting and it actually resonated with some of the things that are happening in my life or have happened in my life. And excuse me, I'm also in the process of learning to let go. So you need to be able to let go of what you cannot change, because it will only give you more depression and more anxiety if you do not have control of the things that you can change. So I was also reminded of this other exercise that my counselor or therapist, I don't know which one to call it, I don't know the difference, but I'll just call her my counselor. She said, you know, I need to write or draw my hand on a piece of paper like that, and inside the hand I need to write all the things that I have control of. These include my emotions, these include my feelings, these include my reaction towards situations. This includes situations that are happening in my life. I have control over that. And then on the outside of the hand, I should write things that I do not have control of. These include people's feelings towards me. This includes people's reactions towards me, people's emotions, people's ideas of who I am. I cannot have control over that because it's what people think, and I cannot have control over people's thoughts. So I need to make peace with all of those things that I cannot have control of, and that it is okay for me to not have control over everything. Hence, fourth, I need to focus on the things that I have control of. And I would like to invite you to also do this exercise, and I'm sure it's going to do wonders in your corner of things that you can control and things that you cannot have control of. And number three, you need to find peace in imperfection. I feel like social media is to blame for our constant need to be perfect, our constant need to do things so perfectly so that we can get the public appraisals. When we post on social media, we want, I mean, I may want my videos to be so perfect because I'm watching all these other YouTubers and they are using these big cameras, they're having this nice background and stuff. So it's actually one of the things that have halted me into starting this platform. I wanted to start this platform as early as January, but throughout the whole 6 months now, 5, I just couldn't, because I felt like I don't have the right equipment. I want my videos to be perfect. I want the sound to be crispy. I want to look nice as well. I can't even wear makeup. I don't know how to do the draw the eyebrows. I don't even know what it's called. But it was my need to be perfect, which is an objection of the outside world. But you need to be okay and make peace with imperfections. Recognize that nothing in life is perfect, including yourself and others. Instead of striving for flawlessness, find joy in the imperfections that make your life unique. Hence why we are here today. I eventually came over the need to be perfect, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to start anyway. If my craft will be perfected as I go along with it. So you need to find peace in imperfections, in not being the best at that moment, because you really need to start somewhere before you are the best. You cannot just start and be the best instantly. Even when walking, a child will take 2 steps and fall, and as they keep trying to walk, they eventually are perfect at walking. So you need to take it baby steps. As you are doing whatever that you're doing, take it baby steps and don't expect perfection from the onset. That's what has resulted in a lot of unsuccessful stories about people's startups, careers, everything. It has resulted in a lot of unsuccessful stories. So let's be mindful of that. And the fourth point is preserve your dignity during tough times. And this point to me screams discipline. And it's one thing that the whole world, not just a fraction, the whole world is battling with: discipline. So you need to be able to show emotional maturity and self-control even when faced with challenges. You need to pull in discipline even when things aren't looking too good. As long as you know that this is seasonal, and after this period in my life, I will do better and I will have my perfect moment. So you need to rope in discipline and preserve your dignity. Male or female, preserve your dignity through tough times. And the fifth point is, I actually love this point a lot. Don't compare yourself to others. I just spoke about me comparing myself to other YouTubers because I wanted my platform to look nice from the beginning, all of that. I was comparing myself to others even before I started, and that's why I was unable to start at the time that I had anticipated to begin. Everyone has a different timeline and unique path. It's important to focus on your own progress rather than trying to measure your success against others. Well said. You are the pioneer of your dreams. You're the captain of your own ship. I'm not talking about the ocean gates, but joke. You are the boss of your own life. So you need to act like it. Act like you own this life thing, because you can only you can live your life. You cannot, if you start adopting someone else's life, if you start adopting someone else's way of doing things, you may not go too far with that. It may be easy at the beginning, it may be pleasing, it may be exciting to actually copy someone else's life, but you are living in someone else's reality. You're not living in your own reality. So you need to stop comparing yourself to others, and don't measure success based off of someone else's definition of success, because our success stories are totally different. And as I've said before, that your life is very unique. Hence, your success story may not look like someone else's success story, much as maybe the destination is the same place, but the journey and your story is totally different from the other person's. So you need to take what's the word? Control of your story, your journey, your life, and stop comparing it to other people's or against other people's successes. And number 6, it's called Kaizen. This one I didn't exactly translate because I've heard of it before. Just that the other ones, the first 5 points were written in Japanese, and I can't pronounce them in Japanese. So this one I've had it a couple of times, even when I was in high school. Kaizen, which means always seek to improve in all areas of your life. Practice mindfulness to keep your mind clear and focused. Spend maybe an hour working on your physical appearance. Spend an hour or 30 minutes reading a book that will add to your success story, that will improve your vocabulary. Spend some time learning a high income skill so that you never have to worry about money. Focus on doing these things and your life will change forever. And the last point, which is point number 7. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It's always a way of thinking about how to learn and master any skill. And there are 3 stages to acquiring knowledge. The first one, learn the basics by following the teaching of one mentor who is where you want to be. Which means the very first step is for you to have a mentor, and then you need to follow the teachings of that mentor who is where you want to be. Number 2, start experimenting. Learn from your mentor and integrate the learning into practice. Don't just watch my videos. I'm not saying I'm your mentor, guys, but if you if you feel like what I'm saying is useful to what you want, to where you want to be, you can practicalize this information by actually applying it into your life. Don't just watch, don't just listen, but try to apply what I am teaching on this platform and watch your life transform. And the last one is, the third one is the stage, it focuses on innovation. It is the stage where innovation happens and the ability to apply your learning to a variety of situations. So once you have a mentor, start by following the basic teachings of your mentor, applying the teachings of your mentor. Now you will watch the innovation happen. You will recognize that there's actually change that is happening in your life as you are applying your mentor's teachings. Your mentor can be your pastor, your mentor can be a business person who is where you want to be. Even your teachers, even your parents can be mentors. It's just a bit difficult to be mentored by your parent because it's mentoring mixed with parenting, so you can't strike a balance to those. But it's very important to find a mentor in everything that you are doing, so that you have that backup power that is pushing you to do better, so that you have that person that you're looking up to whenever you feel demotivated or feel like you don't feel like doing this thing anymore. Your mentor will be there to give you that push to, like, you know what, keep going. It happens. It's okay to feel like that, but pick yourself up and keep going. I would like to say I don't have a specific mentor per se, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos that talk about where I want to be, and my counselor has been a very strong background for me to actually end up starting my YouTube channel and wanting to keep at it, as well as my support system, friends and family have been the driving force for me to eventually start this channel. So you need to look at where you want to go, find a mentor, and follow what you are being taught. And it's as simple as that. There's no it's not rocket science. Is that what they say? It's not rocket science. You just have to dedicate yourself to wanting to do all these things. So I'll just before I close off, name all these stages one by one without explaining a lot from them. The first one was you discover your purpose in life. Secondly, let go of what you cannot change. Number 3, find peace in imperfection. Number 4, preserve your dignity during tough times. Number 5, don't compare yourself to others. Number 6, Kaizen, which means always seek to improve in all areas of life. And number 7, I'll just say, find a mentor and stick to their teachings and watch your life transform. Right, if you have watched the video up to this far, please drop a rose for me on the comment section, and because this tells me that you are amongst the 0.1% of people who actually want their lives to change and who are actually advocating for change in the whole world. If you are serious about changing your life, be it personally, professionally, and otherwise, listen and apply the steps I have just spoken about. Otherwise, it has been so great talking to you guys about this, and I trust you will all have a great day, great week, great month ahead. Toodaloo and goodbye.